Alright, everybody, we're going to get into Game 2 of DecOfCaffee or DecOfCaffee and Eurasia. Let's be played on Match Point 2.0. That is DecOfCaffee's map choice. So here we go. Ready to go. We'll get the game started. So, be interested to see if similar play comes out of these two players. Eurasia going with those drops. Didn't quite work out for him, but he quickly shifted into tank production, whereas DecOfCaffee produced a very large number of Goliaths first. And let's get the music onto the Terran music. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, cool. Alright, Match Point 2.0. Pretty unique map. Started off here. In the bottom left corner, we have Eurasia, who does have a 1 map lead here. He is the pink Terran player. I guess I did that backwards. He's Eurasia! I already told you that. That's okay. There he is. Playing around with my hotkeys. Alright, and his opponent in the top right corner of Match Point. He is the yellow Terran player. Down 1-0 in this series right now. He's DecOfCaffee. Or Coffee. DecOfCaffee. Coffee Man. Get that production tab up. And this is a pretty cool map. I didn't like Match Point for a while, just because it is a little strange. You have this both your first 3 bases really. There's no ground difference at all. They're all on the same main ground level. No high ground, no low ground. Nothing along those lines. And you got this awkward choke with this mineral patch that you can mine out. So that's a little bit strange. And then your most natural third is a mineral only. So a lot of players will actually take the far base with the gas as their third, or try to hide away in this pocket expansion down here, which has a narrow choke, but can also easily be cut off by your opponent. One cool thing about this map is that the rush distance in the early game is pretty short. You can rush from your natural across the map to the opponent's natural pretty quickly. However, pretty soon after the game gets past the early game, you're never going to want to come up this ramp after the early game. So after the game shifts, then the distance between the bases becomes very different, as you have to go out your third, or you have to try to come into your opponent at the third, or try to shut down this sort of base or something along those lines. So it's pretty cool. It's a dynamic map in that way, where you could have some fun action in the early game, but it winds up being really cool. So. And Eurasia is going with the proxy. He's proxying in fire bats. Wow. He wants to end this thing right now. Sorry, I was talking about the map so much, didn't even realize what was happening. This is scary. Fire bats are good. Wow. This is going to take some crazy micro from DecOfCaffee. And of course, you don't want to necessarily pull SCVs. That Marine needs to run forever. So, and unfortunately, he can't even make more Marines right now because he's building this tech lab. Oh, this is rough. If he had built a wall, he would have probably been pretty safe. But he chose not to go for the wall in this situation. Because, I mean, normally why would you? Against a Terran player. And he's just running all the SCVs away. Oh no. Oh no. This is pretty bad. And he's supply blocked. He can't even get out another unit. He does have a fire bat now. But he's going to need to... The surround there would have been pretty decent. You can do plenty of damage there. He's going to wind up losing his fire bat here, though. Especially if it doesn't micro. No, don't attack that fire bat. Attack this fire bat. Oh, this is interesting. He is going to get his vulture out soon, and the vulture should be able to kite the fire bats for quite a while. He's got to be careful, though. He's got to be really careful about how he does this. And he's going to wind up losing workers. How many workers have we lost so far? Only 3. Not too bad. You can't let him get in range, though. They're just gonna chase and chase and chase. And now Eurasia's going into his starport already. He's gone ahead and he's quit that nonsense. Sent that barracks back. Wow, crazy game already. Alright, so what kind of harvester count do we have? Eurasia's got a pretty healthy harvester count. That was something that DecOfCaffee must not have been ready for at all. That was pretty unfortunate. Oh, and he's taking an expansion as well. So Eurasia's put himself in a commanding position. Really has a nice lead built for himself with that proxy Firebat rush. Oh, I don't know a whole lot about TVT because I don't play it in a lot of Starbow. The better players try to avoid mirror matchups a lot, but I think a lot of the mirror matchups are pretty interesting. Mainly just because you don't see them as much, so it's a little bit hard for me to analyze that well, just due to the fact that I never see it. I can tell you a little bit more about PvP, but not a whole lot there. So we have that piercing rockets, attack range of Banshees by 1. I believe, does that? I don't think that one's shared with. No, it's not. I think it's the speed. There's a speed upgrade for Vikings, which now applies to Banshee, so that's a shared upgrade for them. But this is just the Banshee range, and he does have 2 Goliaths out, so he should be okay for the Banshees. But there's also some Vultures coming, so let's see if this Banshee can get anything done. Most likely not. These Goliaths should be in good position as long as he has some scans, which he doesn't actually have enough for scan right now. So this Banshee doesn't want to hang around for too long. All right, those Goliaths need to get busy. All right, Goliath shouldn't have any problem here. But, you know, he does wind up killing some more workers. He's killed 10 in the game so far, and Eurasia has, you know, an 11 SCV lead and a command center lead on DecOfCaffee right now, so tough position. Just gonna go ahead and get that worker Maynard, I believe is what they call that. So DecOfCaffee once again going for quite a few Goliaths, and he's continuing to produce them. Which I feel like if he's going to be doing that, he needs to get some dropships. He needs to get really aggressive with them. Try to get into his opponent's mineral line, those sorts of things. You can't just leave him sitting at home because Goliath's not really very great at being a passive unit in that sense. You know, tanks. If you're going to be building a lot of tanks, that's a playstyle you can go for. But those Goliaths need to be out on the map doing things. So he's starting up a command center. Needs to keep producing those SCVs. Using that call down. So, Vulture ring around the rosy. Neither Vultures have speed. Oh, Fatal's out. What was the score, Fatal? I can't check the chat right now. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. So Eurasia has got that tank force going. He's just happy to sit around with it for now, though. Meantime, DecOfCaffee's scouting around with his Goliaths. They can take care, as long as they're on attack move, they'll take care of any mines that they come across. Nothing they have to worry about, really. And these Vultures without speed are just funny to me. It's so weird to see them moving or crawling around like that. Got wrecked. Fatal, who are you playing? I don't even remember. Well, thanks for playing. I appreciate it. I know that there was a call. There's people who definitely like these D&E events. They are fun. So I wish I was playing in it. I'm D-League. Alright. Okay, DecOfCaffee, he's starting to get that siege tech. He's still pretty far behind. He's only falling further behind at this moment too. Really needs a lot more workers this stage, and Eurasia's just gonna be able to walk all the way across the map without any sort of hindrance and try to get into a nice siege position. This is something where, you know, a dropship or two would be so useful for DecOfCaffee, because right now just all these Goliaths without anything else, not gonna be able to get a whole lot accomplished once those tanks get into position. But if you can race up here and get on top of these tanks, very nice. Oh, 2 of those mines do hit. I don't know if he had targeted those Banshees, or if it was just a matter of the attack cooldown. But that was really, really money mine hits there. So, and these Goliaths. Are there any tanks out yet? DecOfCaffee? Not a one. Nope. And this will probably be about all she wrote. Yeah. DecOfCaffee's gonna pull the boys! Alright, DecOfCaffee GG's out. Good luck in the next round. So Eurasia is gonna be moving on to our, I guess it's our semifinals.